Right, Pinball fucking FX3, and here we are with table 42, and well, the fact that the music is playing in the background, if you can hear it, tells you that this is not going to be a Star Wars table.
My collection.
In fact, considering that the last review I did was of one of the two most recent tables released for FX3. This one is the complete opposite. We're going back to one of the oldest tables that you can play in this game, imported from Pinball FX2.
Secrets of the Deep.
Secrets of the Deep, which came in a 4-pack of tables. I've got to now go back because I've got to remind myself what the others were. So yes, this comes with Rome, Pasha and Biolab. Yeah.
Secrets of the Deep.
Well, let's get a game up and running. As you can see, my high score, 94,958,740, is ever so slightly ahead of everybody else on my friends list here. I know that I know that there are far more people on my friends list who have this table than, you know, just the 6 names here, including myself. So a lot of them just haven't bothered playing it. In the case of New Fun at the bottom there, I think he's just played it the once just to register a score. So anyway, let's load it up. Now, the initial impression that you get of this table is that it is pretty complicated, because not too dissimilar to old Last Jedi that I reviewed in the previous video. It's basically 2 tables in one. You have this mini table section in the back there, which, well, it's not too unlike the Last Jedi one. It's a lot easier to control the ball while it's in there, which is a good job, because a lot of the modes are started from inside that mini table area. Anyway, let's get a game underway. So the skill shot is to hit the flashing target at the back there, but I missed it. So we've already hit all of the targets there for the exploring the rack. Now we have the flooding sub-game started already. There we go, that's 2 holes, that should be it. Yeah, it is. Right. Now, as I frequently do whenever I'm playing any table here, is I lock the first ball. I want to try and get a multi-ball session started ASAP. There are at least 3 different multi-balls. This is not one of them, but I can still start a multi-ball session even with this mission going. So this Turtles on the Shore one, you just have to hit the flashing lane. Right, I've hit all the lights up the top there. I have to do it again. If I do it at the second time, that will start... Oh, bollocks, missed it. That will start the first multi-ball session, and possibly the best scoring multi-ball session. I've got 1 more to hit. Of course, that last one is now going to be a real cunt to hit, yeah. Now, being such an old table, it is somewhat small, and usually I prefer the tables that are certainly longer. I knew it was going to fucking do that. As you may have also noticed from the score, this is quite a low scoring table as well.
Nice shot.
So the fact that, you know, it's a small table and it's low scoring would suggest that I am not a fan.
Feet into the deep blue.
Oh, completely mistimed that. Yeah, so you would think that I'm not a fan. In fact, quite the opposite is true. I do actually like this table. I think it's pretty well put together, and I'm surprised it isn't more popular than it actually is. I say, everyone on my friends list in this game, I think just about every single one of them has it. I know a couple of people who don't. And yet only 6 people have actually played it. Right, so ball 1 is now done with, and we can now try and lock the second ball. It is a bit of a faffing about when it comes to locking the ball. Don't, oh, you fucker. I don't rate my chances of starting any multiple sessions on this go. Although nearly always, if I am going to do it, it is on ball 3 when I'm on my last fucking legs.
Mission is underway.
It's that fucking turtles one again.
Magnusade charged.
That's handy. Although the ball doesn't go down the left or right drains very often on this. It nearly always goes straight between the fucking 2 main flippers down here. Alright, so ball 2 is locked. And here we go, right. Another multiple session. This is quite a lucrative one. Now you notice that the shark that's speaking, of course speaking in the Australian accent, so his name is Bruce. You don't need me surely to tell you why they named the shark Bruce, do you?
Nice shot.
Now, although I am usually utter shite at aiming when it's a 3-ball multi-ball, with this one I'm not quite so bad. I'm still not exactly, you know, a fucking expert at it, but I need to get, yeah, the 2 flashing lanes, and now it's been reset, but another fucking, yeah, so 2 fucking balls went out down the side. I noticed that, yeah, it didn't use the Magnusade, which is charged. Unless the Magnusade only works when it's the single ball. I'm also not very good at aiming with the periscope. Alright, there are 2 video modes. This is the more difficult of the 2.
Right, job. Nice.
Alright, I need to hit that again, like all 3. And then that will start another multi-ball session. But do I say that like I'm going to actually do it? Score is currently at 15 million, so although it's a shit score for me, that is still enough to put me top of the leaderboard if I wasn't already there. So that is more to do with the fact that, there we go.
Now feed me.
Right, so see if I can make this one last a bit longer than the fucking first one. One's already gone straight down the side, and again the Magnusade didn't do anything. It would have if I could actually hit a fucking flashing lane. There we go. so I'm down to 2. Still not fucking hitting the flashing lanes, or when I do, I don't hit them hard enough and they just come straight back down again, and there we go. So yeah, second fucking multi-ball, and again completely wasted it.
Periscope up.
The fact I'm down to ball 3 now means I'm unlikely to start a third multi-ball mode.
Periscope up.
I mean, look at that, 2 multi-ball modes started, and I've only got 22 million. That's shit.
Nice combo.
But then it's the usual routine, you know. I do well when I'm not recording, and now that I've got the fucking video, you know, going, recording me go, yeah, I play like fucking shit now.
Say charge.
Didn't really actually do anything this time.
Where's Sea Monster?
Right, so with the Sea Monster one, you have to hit every flashing lane, and every flashing lane, well, is almost every lane in the game. You get a pretty decent score if you complete it, but completing it is fucking difficult, especially if you're playing it as shit as I am at the moment. So there we go. I think that is game over then. 23 million. What a fucking load of bollocks. There's going to be score boosters anyway. Score boost is up to level 6. Yeah, I'm not putting my name in. If you leave that blank when it asks you to put your name in, it doesn't save the score, which I'm quite happy with. Just check the upgrades. Okay, yeah, I got the multi-ball. Yeah, there are no bumpers on this table, which is unusual.
Single player results.
Right, okay. Let's start again. And we'll get the review underway as well.
Sonar activated.
Graphically, for its age, I think the graphics are fine. I must admit, I do quite like the Bruce the Shark in the top corner there. Every time he speaks, the animation does have the shark mouth moving. So yeah, that looks pretty good. The rest of the graphics are pretty much your standard sort of Pinball FX2 and 3 fare, which is, you know, no problem. It's not like, you know, the graphics are crap. One thing you can't say about Pinball FX2 or 3 is that the graphics are shit. They're not. Audio again. The music is fine. It's not, you know, nothing remarkable, but it's still fine. The sound effects are a bit sparse, but the speech of old Bruce the Shark there is pretty good. Oh, I thought that was going straight fucking down. And then the gameplay, it is a fairly tricky table. It's certainly not, you know, up there with the simplest of tables going. It is the only table of the 4-pack that it comes in that I think is any good. I'm not what you would call a fan of Pasha or Biolab or Rome. Yeah, right, fuck up on that. What we got? Narrow Trench. This is the easier of the 2 video modes. Get 500,000 if we get through this. There we go. I've got 2 of the. There we go. Right.
Jackpot.
Jackpot doesn't start off all that high, but the super jackpot does get you over $1 million, so you know.
Nice shot, jackpot. Super jackpot.
1.7 million actually, so I'm getting more for the jackpots here than I did in
Nice shot.
most of my goes actually.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Let's see how long we can keep this going
Jackpot.
for.
Super jackpot.
Fucking hell, 2 of them went straight down. Okay, well one of them's been relaunched, which is very handy.
Jackpot.
See how long I can keep it in play for.
Super jackpot. Nice shot.
That was, I had to use the ball there to keep the other one in play.
Jackpot. Jackpot.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fuck that.
Nice shot.
And it looks like,
Super jackpot.
oh no, it's been relaunched again.
Jackpot.
Fucking take that.
Jackpot. Super jackpot. 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 Nice shot.
2 million for the nice shots lane now.
Jackpot. Super jackpot. Jackpot.
I'm keeping this going for a lot longer than I thought, but oh, fuck it.
Right, yo.
I didn't do too badly there. What did I get there? So I'm up to 50 million. That's not
I
bad.
must have real fun.
And I think we've got another multi-ball mode starting straight away. I think it's only a 2-ball one though. Yeah, this one, the jackpot isn't as high. And when you hit the right lanes, the whole fucking table shakes.
Nice combo. Nice combo.
And yeah, one went straight out. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be relaunched.
Nice combo. Nice combo. Nice combo. Nice combo. Nice combo. Ride with the tide. Nice combo.
Mistimed the score boost. Oh, fucking hell, I thought I'd fuck that.
Nice combo. Nice combo.
Only timed that correct. Not that time. And that's the mode over, but I got 17 million bonus. What's that got my score up to? 94 million. Well, I'm close to my best ever go.
Nice combo. Fantastic.
Got those lit. So let's get back to the review then. Yeah, I covered graphics, I covered sound. I'd say the table looks simple. It's not though, but it does mean that it is, you know, a fairly decent challenge. And as I am showing here, getting, you know, decent scores is possible. And as I keep saying, if I can get, you know, 100 million, which it looks like I'm edging ever closer to, but I've now got it, then yeah, anyone can. So this is now the 58th table in Pinball FX3 where I've scored 100 million. I'm making a fucking meal of this. Come on, get on that. There's 2 more ramps where I can score jackpots, and I cannot fucking hit them if my life depended on it. Either that or I just don't hit them hard enough.
Super
Got
jackpot.
one just as the second ball went out, so yeah, timed that rather well. So yeah, I mean there are still a fair few modes that I haven't shown yet. Actually starting the modes isn't that easy. I think some of them may be a bit random.
C station. All locked.
So with some of them I couldn't even tell you how to start it.
Periscope. Video
Fuck
mode.
up on that. Right, we've got narrow trench again. So obviously level 2 more doable. Okay, this must be it. No.
Right,
There you
Joel.
go. So I got 2 million for that one. I'll have that.
Magna save charged. Right shot.
A good thing about this table, or another good thing, is the fact that when you've charged the Magna save, you don't have to select it to get it to work. It does it automatically, which I like. Alright, so
Bruce is hungry.
here we go with the another fucking multi-ball session. Seem to be starting them with fucking hell, some rather unbelievable regularity. This has got to be the most number of times I've started a multi-ball mode on this table. Oh fucking hell. It's also the biggest waste of multi-balls modes I think I've ever had. There you go, so that didn't last 5 fucking seconds. Yeah, and that's going straight out. I mean, that was ball 1. I can't believe that. So 115 million on ball 1. Fucking what is going on there? So I've got the skill shot there.
Right shot.
It's not much of a skill shot if the upmost target is lit, because basically you just launch the ball at full strength and you hit it.
Nice combo. Video mode.
Right, this one. There we go.
Right, Joel.
So, what do I rate this out of 10? I'll say the layout I like, the challenge level I like. It's not stupidly difficult. It's not ridiculously easy either. In fact, it's nowhere near easy. So I think they've got that pretty much spot on. I do wish the table was bigger, and I do wish the modes when they start weren't done so in quite such a random way. But they are the only flaws on this table as far as I'm concerned. So I score this, I'll score it 8 out of 10.
Magna save charged.
Actually the biggest problem with the table is you can't buy it on its own. So you have to pay, I think it's £8 for the set of 4 that
Sea monster.
it comes with. And yet this is the only table in that set that's any good. So yeah, it's a tricky one to call there, because I'd say that the table is definitely worth getting. So I am quite a fan of it. Is it worth, you know, spending £8 for a pack where really this is the only table worth having? Probably not. But yeah, that's your call. Alright, see what
Mission is underway.
Samples mission. This one is a bit of a pain because obviously you have to get the ball onto the flashing targets in the main playing area here, but if you do it too hard, they'll just go straight past it. And controlling that crane arm is fucking difficult, because for a fair old chunk of time it seems to have a mind of its own. Oh, okay. Oh, that was going straight out. There we go with another multi-ball fucking mode. See if I can actually do something more with this one than I did most of the others. It's looking like no, because already 2 balls went out, one's been relaunched, but come on, I haven't hit. I think I've hit 1 jackpot lane. Fuck's sake. It's not like the lanes are difficult to hit, for fuck's sake. And then, yeah, there you go, you hit them, but not hard enough. Oh, at last. Right, here we go. I thought that was going straight out. And that one did. So there you go, again another fucking multi-ball session, totally fucking wasted. I mean, as always, it's the multi-ball modes that are the key to getting decent scores on this one. But then, I mean, that's how I play the game anyway. I'm always trying to get the multi-ball mode started so that I can then now trying to lock the ball into that deep sea diver's helmet there. That, I think, is another ball lock.
Locking with deep sea station. All locked.
Right, so ball 2 is locked in the submarine. Now if I can lock the 3rd, there it is, but I've got to get it again docked at the station before I can then start that multi-ball session. The Magnasave did its job there, which is a good fucking job, because I'd really fucked up.
Nice combo. Video mode.
Right, okay, Hungry Mories again. Hurry out, there we go.
Great job.
Just can't get the fucking ball locked into that deep sea diver's helmet there.
Periscope up.
I think I have quite a few Magnasaves stacked. I'm gonna need
With
them.
the tide.
That's handy. That.
Periscope up.
Fucking hell happened there? try that again.
Well done.
It's not quite what I want it to do.
Mission is underway.
So back in sample mission again.
Target spotted.
Just keep on totally mistiming the crane arm.
Right shot.
Alright, if I can get that up in there
In with
again.
the station. Right job.
There we go. So now another multi-ball. This time, yeah, it's a 4-ball. Again, hit the flashing lanes for jackpot. When the last flashing lane is there, that's the super jackpot, which I nearly fucking got, but again, not fucking hard enough. There we go. And then the flashing lanes all come back. Come on, hit one of them. There you go. That's it. That, oh, I thought that one was going straight out. So down on 2. Oh, there, yeah. But 17 million bonus for that. Take that. Come on, trying to get the ball in. Oh well, that's it. Well, I say, like, you know, that was fucking nothing. 163 million on this table. I'll fucking take any day of the week. That was the best go I've had on here, and that makes
Single player results.
that makes Secrets of the Deep the 58th table that I've got
Congratulations!
100 million or more on. So anyway, that's that review done then. So yeah, 8 out of 10 for Secrets of the Deep. I think it's a decent table. I really like playing it. The big question is it worth £8 to buy the pack where this is the only table that is any good? Yeah, well, I'll leave you to decide that one. So that's this one done, and we'll be back with table 43. I suspect a fair few of you know what that one will be. Yeah, I'll do that when I can be asked.